I'm Chuck Connery, and you are once again witnessing another Inside the Box video review for ZombiesDon'tRun.net. Totally random, but did anybody catch that film that this guy was co-starring in this fall? Now, don't get confused. This mess you see on my face isn't my everyday look. This is a beard I grew for the Novembeard thing that all men should be doing. Ooh yeah, the macho man got a beard, yeah, dig it. Not a leeway to the film Hobo with a Shotgun, which is awesome, but we're not covering that today. I have a Teddy Ruxpin doll. This is probably why I'm single, I'll admit. You see, only two types of people in the world don't have beards. That's children and women. And I'm a man, so I have a beard. You should too, if you're a man, because if you're a woman, then that's just weird. Nonetheless, today's video is the 1973 thriller / horror / mystery / awesome Torso, aka Carnival Violence.
Now, from Carlo Ponte, the man who brought you War and Peace and Dr. Zhivago, comes a totally new motion picture experience. A journey into the bizarre, terrifying world of the psychosexual mind. Torso. It saturates the screen with terror.
I've called you here today for a good reason. What you have here are fragments of cloth.
Is one of these students a psychosexual killer?
Barbarously murdered just 1 week ago.
Or are they just playing erotic games? Not so innocent erotic games. Eager to test the limits of pleasure. A killer is stalking.
Well, that's a real good start. Why do all hang-ups come my way? Honey, even if you're queer or impotent, you're paying the price I charge just the same.
A psychosexual killer is stalking.
Son of a bitch!
What's happened?
That guy was spying on us.
Sean, what in camp he was? Come back, Sean.
A killer who takes his pleasure differently. Torso. It saturates the screen with terror. Torso. A gripping motion picture about a killer's perverted hunger aroused to an animal frenzy. Torso. It saturates the screen with terror.
Now, the film is from Sergio Martino, and I know what you're thinking. Okay, this is the Blu-ray from Blue Underground, which was released a couple months ago. This is the DVD from Blue Underground, which was released, I think, last year or maybe the year before. Now, on the surface, they look about the same. But not only is this in HD and this isn't, this actually packs some special features that this one doesn't have, including 2 versions of the film, the torso cut and the carnival violence cut, and also an introduction by Eli Roth. People like Eli Roth, right? I mean, I was one time told that I'm kind of like Eli Roth, which I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if it's because I'm hairy or what. You also have an interview from Sergio Martino, trailers, and I think there's some other goodies on there, but don't quote me on that. But nonetheless, how's the movie? Why are we talking about stuff like dolls and stuff? This is about torso. Well, the movie is a mystery movie at heart. It's more like a giallo, which if you know what the word giallo means, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then hit wiki. You don't know who the killer is. The killer runs around, he's, after these beautiful women, he's cutting them up, he's chopping them up. You don't know why, you don't know who he is, and the only evidence we have to pinpoint who the perpetrator might be is a scarf that everybody in town seems to also have. I've always been a fan of scarves myself. I happen to own one. Before this movie's over, it'll lead you to believe that everybody in town could possibly be a rapist or a murderer, but considering the city of which this takes place, that may be the case. The killer looks really awesome in the movie, wearing a ski mask which covers his whole face. Try walking around in town with one of those these days and see how that goes for you. But now, how's the quality of the Blu-ray? Well, it's presented to you in 1080p, which is good. Don't accept anything less. But the main problem with the film is there's some frozen grain over some scenes. Some scenes are also better than others are. And I said others because I can't talk. But the film overall looks pretty great, although some people don't really like the idea of these old movies being put on Blu-ray, but that's a discussion for another day. But now, since we know the movie is fairly awesome and the quality is fairly good, what's inside the box? Cheap plug for the name. As you can see with the cover for the Blu-ray, it's pretty much the identical cover that we also had for the basic DVD release, which was released a year or so ago. Same thing pretty much all around, only this one does feature several more extras that the other one does not have. When you open the boxes, as you would see when you open the old one, there you go, there's all of that. Open up the Blu-ray, and see, pretty much the same thing. We get the hot woman, we get the handsaw right there on the disc, and I would show you what's behind the disc, but if I did, I would get flagged like so fast it wouldn't be funny. Nonetheless, if you like nude women, hey, it's there. Also, pardon that dirty fingernail there. How embarrassing.